Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey. We're back here in DayZ Experimental 1.10. Now, if you're seeing this video, this is now out on Xbox Experimental 1.10. Let me go ahead and hit escape so you can see this. Obviously, we're on PC right now, but Experimental is out for PC and now Xbox Experimental. So the version we're looking at is 1.10.153537. And there could be some subsequent changes there as far as the numbers, but as long as it's either that number or above, we will have access to these trucks. Now, I just want to go ahead and put out there real quick, don't worry if you're on PS4, this is all coming for all of us on Live Branch. This is not available on any of the Live Branches yet. That's PC, Xbox, and PlayStation 4. Now, Experimental is where they test these things, and if things go well and they make all the additions and things are stable, they submit them for certification and they come out for everything: PlayStation 4, Xbox, and PC. I was like, which one did I forget? So anyways, so this pertains to everybody, and if you're on PS4 or you don't have Experimental, just know it's probably not that much longer until this is actually out. So if you have, or I'm sorry, if you're looking for Experimental on Xbox, all you have to do is load up the Microsoft Store and then search DayZ Experimental, and you should be able to download it as long as you own the game. Pretty cool. Okay, it's roughly the same size. So here you go. Here's some rundown on some gotchas that we found so far. Let me show you how awesome this is. Sorry, I'm still coming off of being sick, so I sound terrible. So once you have the car started, or actually let me just show you. So potentially, we're not exactly sure where these spawn yet, but it does seem like these would spawn in industrial zones. That's one of the things we're going to be testing. I should say, depending on when this video comes out, we're either streaming it or we will be streaming it that day. So, you know, just look off on the main channel. Well, this is the main channel, but if you just look off, you should be able to see, or if you go to the channel itself, you should be able to see the live stream if it's posted or not, or when it's going to be live. We're going to be testing it out on Xbox. It's one of the ones we're looking for. Also, loot has been fixed. I believe we have a video on that. I'll go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. Loot has been fixed, and it's fantastic. 109's been stuck, and loot has been extremely scarce. So just know that 110 is ushering in not only the truck, but all these beautiful changes that are coming through. Okay, so I've noticed if you kind of get it in second or third gear, since it has a lot of high torque, this helps you move faster. And let me just show you what it takes to put this together and what goes inside of it. And this thing's horsey. I'm telling you, you're going to want this. It has crazy amounts of loot slots. Go ahead and just turn it off. We'll go outside with the action button. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Yeah! I'm telling you, these are going to be so sick. Okay. Now, you're going to find these parts most likely in industrial areas. Again, utility areas, garages, industrial zones, harbors, and stuff like that. So you're going to need a truck battery as it stands now. And again, this could change in the future. I have a truck battery here. Should be able to attach it down here. Let me make sure it's all up and running here. There we go. Attach A. Oh, by the way, check this out. Extra wheel slots, like the ATA. So we have these normal wheels right here, which again are 100 slots. Let me show you on the other side. I'll put all these things out here so it was easier for us to find. There you go, M3S wheel. This used to be called the V3S. We call it the truck, or it's the M3S. For the same reason, it's probably using some trademark thing. For the same reason why we don't use M16s, M4s, like they have to change the names more or less, just because they don't have the license to do so. So I don't know, this was most likely some sort of branded piece. Anyway, so we've got the two tires here. We've got the battery, the gas canister, which is around, or is it in the inventory? It's in the back here. I think this takes roughly up to 4 full canisters of jerry cans. So that's kind of a crazy amount. So you're going to want to have jerry cans for sure. Truck batteries. I think the hardest thing to put together is definitely going to be the tires, because they're so huge. They're 100 slots a piece. Again, we don't have to deal with loot Tetris over on console, PS4 and Xbox, but we do have slot numbers, which is good. There's a slight benefit to that, because if it's an odd long shape, we don't necessarily have to deal with that, because it's basically, if you've got slot numbers and there's enough slots, it lets you do it. Whereas opposed on PC, if it's a narrow slot, you couldn't necessarily fit tires in there. So it's a bonus. Oh man, we're going to be able to do so many crazy things with this. Okay, now look, I've got this whole thing in there, and I'll show you the gas gauge. It's not even close. Okay, so we need 4 of these big boy tires. Can we pop these out? Is that possible? Is it going to let us? There's one. Now, these things can take a considerable amount of damage, and I think it still has the glitch where if they're ruined, as long as you don't take them off, it should still ride. Now, the gas mileage might be somewhat affected. Also, epoxy is now able to fix parts of the body on the, not only your helmet, but on your vehicle as well. And then there's a wrench as well, which I don't have readily available, but that'll help fix the engine as well. So the chassis, the entire chassis, which is cool. We didn't really have a way to do that before. So that's, it's just so many cool things we're going to do with this. I can't wait. So, again, we'll be playing this live on stream. So most likely we're either playing it or I've posted a time for this, depending on how and when this goes up. Bam. So 4 of these tires, 100 slots apiece. Now, let me go ahead and show you. There's the epoxy. Now, this is a little confusing. Now, last time we tried this, and this could be fixed by the time you guys are playing this on Xbox Experimental, there are slots for these metal sheets, planks, and logs. Now, when we tried this, these didn't work, but, I mean, just imagine if you could just pile in 50 logs, and that's its own slot. That's not it, like including the 600 here. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you that makes this crazy good, right? Well, actually, let me throw these on while we're... So you've got the standard slots in the vehicle, but you also have these like expansion slots. I don't know how else to call them, but yeah, they definitely extend the amount of storage you can have, and it makes it really good for raiding or really good for just general looting. So it's exceptional. I'll show you here in a sec. We're going to put this thing together and then drive up to our little test area here. Yeah, so many different ways to loot now. Man, I hope we could get one of these together on stream and then do like a convoy of like vehicles and stuff. Oh, it's going to be sick. We're going to be playing this like all day for sure. Well, that's if my internet holds up, right? See, I just kind of pop it into 2nd gear. Almost immediately. Sometimes 3rd. Once she gets going, she has a moderate amount of speed. I wouldn't say it's fast, but it's enough to get you out of there. And she does take quite a bit of damage. So if people are pot shotting you, you've got some good coverage. Now, as far as I know, you can't place people in the back. So that's another little... Okay, so to go on with the pieces, or the slots that are available in the back, you're seeing 4 barrels and 4 wooden crates. We're all very familiar with those. Oh yeah, she doesn't brake very well. And turn this off. This is what I mean by extending this. So you look at this and go, oh, 600 slots. I mean, that's cute. It's 1.5 Olgas. But, you know, how good is that? No, no, no. We can get this up to 1,400 slots. So, as you know, barrels do have 150 slots apiece, right? So if we go up here to the truck, you see these extra slots here, 4 barrels and 4 crates. That extends the amount of storage you have. Now, this is a little wonky here. I might have to... Does it show up at the bottom? Yeah, let me keep going. Now, this might be a glitch now, but it definitely extends it. So it's 150 a piece as you attach them to this. And you can remove them bulk wholesale. So if you've got... Let's say you've done a raid and you place, your truck comes by and places 4 barrels on the side of the road, and then you fill them up and the truck comes back. You can like load them into the truck. Like, you don't have to worry about moving each individual piece. You're good to go. You can also fill it up with liquids, fuel, dirty water, clean water, stuff like that. I'm sure you could do other stuff like cleaning stuff. I don't know why you would. That's weird. This is actually not showing up right now, but it definitely does. There we go. And then we can attach all of these, which is so, like, just 1,400 slots is insane. I love it. For people who like looting, like myself, double carrying all day, this is so good. Now, again, since this slot, or the column here, if you play on PS4 or Xbox, you know that inventory management on tall columns can be a bit, what's the word? Not great. But, yeah. We'll see how this plays. Did it actually let us do it? Oh, did it collapse the whole thing? Oh, wait a sec. Yeah, see this weird gap on top? I wonder what that's going to look like. There you go. There's the barrel. Is that crazy? So I just hope the stack is manageable for us. Now, I know in the current version, or I should say the experimental version we had just before this, there was a weird a quick slot glitch where if you had larger bags like this, or even like shirts and stuff, if you use the quick menu too much, sometimes it's not desync, but it feels like desync. So just a quick heads up, if you can't pick things up, it's because the game thinks you have like a gun in your hand, but you're showing this on your screen. You're showing that you've got nothing, but everybody else that's around you can see the LAR or something in your hand. So just know that that happens. Just sign out, sign back in. You should be okay. We'll see if it's still a thing on this particular version. We're sitting on, again, 1.10.153.537. Again, this should match up with the Xbox experimental version. So is that crazy? You see how much loot we just loaded in here? Look at this. Barrel, 150, 150, 300. 300. Is that first barrel just not showing up? Is it because I have water in there? I don't know. Well, it should show up. So you've got an extra, what, 600, and then you have an additional 200 on top of that. It's 1,400 slots. That's crazy good. Yeah, so again, we'll be trying this out live on stream. And don't worry, if you're on PS4, as soon as this hits certification, we're all going to get this on Live Branch, which makes it the most stable version, which is what we're all looking for, because that's where we all have our loot, our bases, and all that good stuff. So keep a lookout. We just want to give you guys a heads up that it's out. And, you know, if you're PS4, just closely watch, see if there's any glitches, because, again, we pretty much share the same version. So if there's any weirdness, glitches, they will translate to both Xbox and PS4. So if there are any, we will try to show you workarounds and stuff like that, because, I mean, we play this all the time on official. So, yeah, there we go. If you found this useful and helpful, be sure to drop a like. It really does help out a lot. If you're not already subscribed, consider. If you like the open world survival, we'll definitely be playing this today, but we'll also be playing Rust whenever that hits, right? Fingers crossed. Still waiting on official word there. So, yeah, we'll see you in the next live stream / video. Yes? Yes? Okay, love you. Bye! Let's see if we can get it going just a little bit fast, you know? Oof, I just dropped down first gear. Second gear. Third gear. It's almost better to go second or third almost immediately. Should we just go to 4? Nope, it's definitely dropping off. No, it's picking up. Woo, baby. Yeah, see, there you go. Nice. Okay, for real, we'll see you guys. Bye! Should we hit that?